Go look at how much used cars cost. Go look at how much gas costs, transportation. Go look at food. Go look at housing. Everything has risen more than a 9%. We high up right now. And the dangerous thing is when people are not getting paid as much, because normally during inflation, when you have what they call inflation raises, right? So if inflation goes up 10%, then normally really you want to see people starting to get raises of like 5%, right? Or 10%, of course, but 5% is like the normal. You're going to give a person half of that, right? Just to keep up with the economic rate of raises, because you have to pay wages more, right? Because things cost more, right? And what that does is it decreases the profits of the businesses because they have to pay out more because of wages. So then you can see why the economic output starts to slow down even more when businesses not getting paid more to try to keep up with inflation, and it start messing up the whole economic model. You did. So we started sinking at almost a 1% rate, or they say 0.9%, but almost a 1% rate in a quarter of 2022 while increasing in inflation. That's not a good thing. If you in your household, and let's say that you bringing in, $50,000, right? And all of a sudden things start costing 10% more, that's not good for you, right? So what you want to do is keep up with your economic output inside your household with the cost of goods, with the cost of transportation, right? With the cost of all things. It's dangerous. So if you looking at it from American, it's not as simple as I'm making it sound, but I'm giving you oversimplified ideas of GDP and inflation, right? So if we had 10%, how much do America need to make in order for this thing to work? So we know that GDP rate was not going to grow to a 10% level. That's just impossible. That's unheard of, right? So instead, the Feds got to bring the inflation rates down so that they can catch up with the GDP growth, and then figure out a way to increase the GDP growth, the amount of money that America is making, essentially, right? And then, of course, you have the jobless rate, and that's a whole nother metric that's thrown in there, right, when you're talking about job losses, which is really rating the government on how well they doing. So anyway, we in a recession. It's a lot going on, but there's opportunities. Like I said, recessionary times, you feel me, are signals for accumulation. Now, they were saying Americans have actually been saving more. Americans have been saving more. Right? Now, they said that Americans had about $1.2 trillion more in savings because of COVID. So remember in COVID, you weren't buying nothing, right? It wasn't nothing to buy. Everything is locked up. Ladies couldn't go get the new eyelashes, ones that be like the little bat wings every time they talk. They couldn't get none of those. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't get a new lace front with the glue that you could see. Couldn't get none of those. Couldn't get the pencil on eyebrow. They had to figure out how to steady their own hand. Right? Filters became big. Couldn't go to the Mac store, you feel me, get the blushes, paint your face on for TikTok. None of that stuff was popping. Couldn't go to the club and buy a woman a drink in hopes of having sex with her. You feel me? It wasn't open. Couldn't go get the latest shoes so you can go impress the homies. None of that. It wasn't open. COVID shut it all down. You couldn't go buy them goofy Gucci clothes off the mannequin, making you feel like you can dress, but everybody looking at you like, yeah, that's expensive, but you look goofy. So you were saving all this money. You were saving all this money this whole time. And what you didn't know is that it was saving you for this time. Couldn't do any of that. It was saving you for this time. It was setting you up actually for a recession. So anyway, Americans probably don't feel it as much right now because they might have more savings. You might got a little more money in the pocket. So they might be telling you it's a recession, but you feel a little more prepared. You feel a little more confident. And the thing about recessions is they require you to believe in them. Yeah, we bought walkie-talkies during the car there. We was wild. Recessions require you to believe in them as well, because recessions, like depressions, right, it's also an overall feeling of the economy. So what's happening right now that's interesting about this one is there a cognitive dissonance when we're looking at the numbers and the definition of a recession versus the feeling of being in a recession. You have to understand what's going on right now. So they playing with the minds of the people. You know what I'm saying? All the financial literacy people, all the financial experts, all the economy. They like, bro, according to our standard definition, we are in a recession. The government like, nah, this ain't really a recession. I know what y'all talking about, classic model. So the people don't really feel it yet. They don't know. This is the question everybody asking. Do you feel it? Is it out there? I don't know. Because a recession is usually felt. Last recession, you felt it. It just felt poor outside. It just felt like it's just no money out there. You just look at somebody and be like, damn, they broke. This recession different. Remember, everybody was faking it anyway. So a recession requires that feeling, right, of almost hopelessness. Things are going down. I should chill out. It's not the same exact level, right? People good at faking it. I don't know who broke nowadays. Everybody look like they got money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody look like they got. People been in a recession. Black people like, recession. Yeah, I've been in a recession my whole life. Tell me what's new. Y'all just now catching. You mean y'all just now noticing? So anyway, if you don't feel a recession, is it a recession? That's the question. Because now the definition is not catching up with the connotation, right? And these are metaphysical things. And actually in my next high-level conversation, we talk about a concept of esoteric knowledge and what they call egregors. Because there's an existence of ideas that when you believe in them, you create an entity, a physical thing that you bring to life, that you manifest. And it's through the collective manifestation that certain things exist. So if the collective doesn't believe in something, then it does not exist. This is key. So now you have the battle of beliefs. One people trying to get other people to agree with the idea of a belief system, while the dominant are telling people the latter, this is not true. So you got to understand what's playing on a psychological and a metaphysical level right now. And that's why I say this particular recession is different. But when you go to the gas, ooh, you go buy you some, you go buy you some meat at the grocery store. Ooh, oh girl want to go, she want to go on a date. Ooh, and the prices. See, ladies, this is why you got to appreciate fellas. Fellas be tricking on y'all on all the dates in the world. And then we're in a recession. So that means that his tricking and costing him 10% more, maybe 15% more. So what are you doing to be 10% to 15 to 20% more valuable? Because now he's taking a bigger risk. Fellas, you taking a bigger risk. Let me give y'all the game. You taking a bigger risk. Oh, we're going to get into Web 3.0, but you see it say recession first. So I'm starting at recession. Then I'm going over to Web 5. Web 3 to Web 5. And I talk about Web 5. I give it an excellent breakdown in the next high level. So, fellas, you got to remember this. Ladies, you want a man to take you out, you have to be 10 to 15% more valuable now. I'm just saying, like, you got to go do an extra workout. You got to speak a little more feminine. You got to give some affirmations. You might want to ask to be a secretary, give some business ideas. You got to be 10 to 15% more valuable because that same restaurant is a little more expensive now. The gas is going to take the pickup and drop. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to give you the game. You gotta, see, that's why I'm trying to give you the game. This stuff matters in your everyday life. You didn't know inflation it makes sex cost more. Inflation makes sex cost more. It's going to cost you more, and it's not an asset anyway. It's already a liability. So when you spend money on liabilities, it costs you double. So really it's 30%. Oh man. Man, we gotta talk about it, B. We gotta put this in. Ain't nobody, I'm the hood economist, man. I gotta put it in practical terms for you to understand. Fellas, ask yourself if it's worth it. Look, it's inflation out there, baby. I can only spend my money on assets. And I don't know if you're an asset. So let's just take a walk in the park. Let me just talk to you. Let me just talk to you. I know you want a Birkin bag. I know what you want. You know what I'm saying? But let me just talk to you. Oh, Ethereum Classic is at it's at $40 right now. It's going crazy. Let me just talk to you. Cause I need to vet this process. I need to, you know what I'm saying, to figure out if this fits in my budget before I spend $1 on you. I heard a brother say something. He said something crazy. Brother was like, on first date, you got to pay her car note, her rent. You got to pay for I said, this man lost his goddamn mind. This was wrong. These brothers get a little money. They go on the internet, man. They done got some money. They done sold some courses, some credit or something. All of a sudden, man, they trick of the year. Telling brothers, you got to pay a car note on the first date? What? For what? You know how much gas costs? Don't let her have a used car because used car prices done went up. Man done lost his mind. You know the ladies know it's crazy, but y'all gonna agree. Yeah, let's do it, King. Y'all know it's crazy. Y'all know that's just absolutely insanity. I'm from Oakland, so anybody doing that, they a sucker and they a simp. And they just don't know how to get a woman off their natural energy and being able to speak to her. You dig? The bruh said, I'm not exaggerating. He talking about, bruh, on first date, you got to let her know. You got to pay the rent. How do you even have that conversation? Oh, baby, so, yeah, man, I'm having a good time with you and everything. But listen, man, I want to propose this to you. How much is your rent? I like you. I'm feeling you right now. I don't know nothing about you. I only know you for a few hours, but you know what I'm saying? What kind of car you got out there? I want to make sure I pay your car note. You know what I'm saying? I just want to set this up right now. What time is it paid? You feel me? I can send you over my routing and account information right now before we even go any further. Hey, man, it's crazy out here, B. Ladies, you don't even want a man doing that. He trying to buy you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want that. Anyway, that's a side note, man. These recessionary times got brothers out here tripping. They got brothers out here tripping. You don't want that. You don't want that. That's simp activities. It's not approved. That's not approved. If they say anything on the internet nowadays for a like and a click, I swear it's not approved. The Council of Manhood don't approve this. The Council of Players, you understand me, do not approve this. This is not God approved. This is not real nigga approved, not blood crip approved. There's nowhere in the manhood code or Bible or Quran where this is proved anywhere. So you just, fellas, I know these podcasts out here with these brothers that ain't had a woman until they turn 20, they just be saying anything. They just be saying anything. You just got to be careful. Back to inflation. So like I said, man, inflation is high. Be careful. You spending too much money on these liabilities. Ladies too. Like y'all think wasting y'all time is cute. Don't get me wrong. I know y'all know the cheat code. Y'all know food is expensive. If you can get him to pick you up and send you the Uber and pay for the food, right? That's you saving money. So if you do that 3, 4, 5 times a week and you factor in grocery prices, factor in gas and things of that nature, then you saving $100, $200, $300, and you calculated that this is going to make your rent actually go down by 10, 20% based on the amount of money that you saved. So I'm giving y'all the game, fellas. They got a whole calculator system. You are their recessionary plan. It's inflation. So yes, she gonna take that date. Oh, you want to go out? King, she gonna hit you with the king too. You want to go out, king? Whatever you want to do, king. Yeah, so you can treat her like a queen. I know what's going on. Oh yeah, if I go on 5 dates, and if I don't buy groceries here, then I say $500. I can apply that to the rent. Inflation went up 10%. That's about, boy, they got a whole chalkboard up there, like mathematicians. So listen, man, let's get back to it, man. Inflation is serious out here, B. I'm just trying to give you the game. I'm just trying to give you the game. They say consumer spending has been slowing. Americans have been saving. Keep your savings, right? Now, if you educate, I'm going to tell you the most valuable thing, and I really want y'all to be serious on this point. The most valuable thing you can do right now, the most valuable thing, I don't care what nobody tell you, is educate yourself. Educate yourself, B. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. Because education increases your value. So when you are valuable, you understand me? Then that's the more money you're able to make. So like during these times, things are going bad, you increasing your value about the blockchain, about crypto, about the economic system, financial literacy, ways where you can make money. You understand me? What's going on in the world? Every single day you do that, you allow your brain to unlock and relock and become more valuable because now you have more ways to think, right? More ways to mold your decisions that become valuable to how you're going to move about your day. All the people that I know that are successful today, they educated themselves on something. And the best time to do it is through this. Downtimes, recessions are the best time for winning. This like, you in football, hut. They say, yo, recession, everybody run. We going for the touchdown. This the time. This is when you say, okay, what can I buy with my money? I don't have a lot. Oh, I'm going to find something that will pay me forever. I'm going to get some knowledge. I'm going to get new perspective. I'm going to get new ways to think. You want to pay to be in rooms. You want to pay to increase your knowledge. This is the time where you want to work out. This is the time you want to find yourself eating better. You go through improvements during down times. So you upgrade and you become better. So you increasing your value. You are expanding amid contractionary times. This is expansion time. This is the way the supermind thinks. So I told y'all before, man, I drop, how rappers drop albums? Sometimes you your favorite rapper, they drop album once a year. Sometimes you get your favorite rapper, Kendrick, every half a decade. But you can't wait for them to drop a new album, even though you got to buy it, even though you got to stream it, because it's that heat and it's going to increase. It's going to be valuable to your life. That's how it is with me in these courses. I ain't dropped nothing in a while. I can drop something all the time. I could just be teaching and be teaching. Like this stuff right here, I don't have to do this online. I can close circuit and just make money off of it. But I'll wait till I put it together like an album. Because an album is different than a mixtape. Mixtape, you just throwing stuff out there. Most people, they be teaching, dropping these courses. It's like mixtapes. Oh, I got something here to teach. I got something here to throw. Man, you get that away for free. I get the mixtapes away for free. This is just a mixtape. But when you compose something that is going to upgrade people's life and benefit them for the rest of eternity, so people be waiting. They be like, that's why people be hitting me, yo, come with another one. You got something else, drop me, because they know I've never dropped nothing that wasn't valuable. It's life-changing every time. So these next two, high frequencies, because we've been planning these for months. Months and months and months. So anyway, I get back to it. So interest rates 2.5%. That means everything is the debt of the money costs more, man. To buy things costs more because they're trying to curve all of this. They're trying to bring, these are tools. I don't need to go into all of them, but you got to understand this. You have to understand these, and once you get a basic understanding of it, it's enough. Hear me out. Once you get a basic understanding of it, it's enough when you hear it, you know that, oh, this is going to affect me, because like no other time in history, people are feeling the effects every single day when they're making announcements in the news. And if it's not affecting you, then you should make your goal for it to affect you. Why does that make sense? Because it may mean you're not yet in that tax bracket. If the stock market goes down and you don't feel it, it's because you don't own any stock. Crypto goes down and you don't feel it, it's because you don't own any crypto. So some people celebrate their lack of ownership in the fact that they're not connected to these economic times, but the people who have the assets are the ones who winning. That's the wealthy. So you actually want to be abreast on these things because it means that now you got assets. See, it's easy when you ain't got nothing and not pay attention to nothing. No. You want to go buy these things. Oh, man, the stock market down. Now you're talking to other people about economics. Inflation, this is affecting my portfolio. You got a portfolio, bro? That's what's up. But when you ain't got one, man, I don't give a damn about no inflation. I don't give a damn about no recession. I don't care about no stock market. I don't care about no crypto. I don't care about no NFTs. I never even learned it in the first place. So nah. I love the fact that, damn, I got to check my portfolio today because the Feds got an announcement. I got to check. It's different levels to this. See, some people are happy not being connected. You feel me? Because you outside the circle of this economic opportunities and growth that's happening in this economy. No, I want to be in the circle with brothers like, the portfolio down 30. Not the brother, I ain't got a portfolio, bro, but y'all know, y'all push on. Push on. Nah, I want to be in that circle.